Good morning, my dear students. Everything you can get here according to the new syllabus for the academic year 2020-21. For class 10, the first chapter is real number, and here we have to prove root 2 is irrational. We know that root 2 is irrational, but we have to prove it logically. Then, in some cases, there is a concept that if you want to prove a statement, we have to take the opposite statement as the assumption, and we need to prove that statement false. It is called method of contradiction or method of reductio ad absurdum. So we have to prove root 2 is irrational. So let's take its reverse statement as our assumption. That is, let us assume that root 2 is rational. We know that every rational number can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. So let root 2 equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. If there is any common factor between p and q, then we have to reduce it to a by b. Let's write this. If there is any common prime factor between p and q, then root 2 equal to a by b. It is like that. 12 by 15. There is a common prime factor between 12 and 15, that is 3. So we have to reduce that 12 by 50 into 4 by 5. Like this, if p and q have any common factor, then we can reduce it to a by b. Now squaring on both sides, we get root 2 square is 2, a square is a square, and square of b is b square. We have to write squaring on both sides. See this, we assume that a and b have no common factor, means we can write a and b are co-primes. A and b are co-primes, then squaring on both sides, we get 2 equal to a square by b square. Now 2b square equal to a square. So we can say that a square equal to 2b square or 2b square equal to a square. Now a square equal to 2 into something means a square must be divisible by 2. This implies that a square is divisible by 2. A square is divisible by 2, then a must be divisible by 2. This is according to the theorem 1.3 of first chapter in your NCERT book. So a is also divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 2, so we can write a equal to 2 into something. Let's take a equal to 2 into c for some integer c. Now substituting a equal to 2c in a square equal to 2b square. Now substituting a equal to 2c in a square equal to 2b square. Earlier we got a square equal to 2b square. Now we assume a equal to 2c because a is divisible by 2. So putting this value in this one, we get a equal to 2c. So 2c square equal to 2b square. This implies that 2c square equal to 4c square equal to 2b square. Dividing both sides by 2, we get 2c square equal to b square. Or this implies that b square equal to 2c square. B square equal to 2 into something, so b must be divisible by 2. This implies that b is divisible by 2. Sorry, b square is divisible by 2, so b is also divisible by 2. B square equal to 2 into something, so b square must be divisible by 2. If b square is divisible by 2, then according to your theorem 1.3, b must be divisible by 2. We have already assumed that a and b are co-primes, but we get a square is divisible, a is divisible by 2 and b is divisible by 2. This contradicts our assumption. So this contradicts our assumption that a and b are co-primes. It means we have proved that our assumption is wrong. So this contradiction is due to our wrong assumption. This contradiction is due to our wrong assumption. Hence, root 2 is irrational. We have proved our statement is wrong, means our assumption was wrong. So we have to accept that root 2 is rational. This statement is false. So we must write root 2 is irrational. My dear student, you will never miss the classroom if you watch this video. So please subscribe and share my channel, and don't forget to press the bell button that you can notify every time I load a video. Thank you.